Bro, you're talking on mute, bro.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. So 500 GB is a full backup. And then after that, you are taking every 6 hours is a differential. Okay, if you are going to take the every 6 hours a differential, it may come around 500 GB. Most, like, 5 to 10 GB only. Just consider about only 10 GB only. Okay, so not more than that. 10 into 4. Okay, 24 hours, right? How much it will come? 10 into 10 into 4. 10 GB into 4. So how much it will come? 40 GB. Okay. And transaction log mostly it will come only 1 GB only. Not even exceed 1 GB. Just consider 1 GB. Okay. So how much every time you're going to take, every 30 minutes, right? Okay. So how many 24, 48, into 48. 48 times you are going to take. So 40 48 GB, or it will more or less it will come 20 GB only, not it will not go to exceed. So per day in your disk, okay, normally you are going to take, okay, 5.5 means 550 GB, okay, 550 GB boss per day. So if you are maintaining this 1 week of backup, how much it is going to happen into 550 into 7? 550 into 7. 3.5 terabyte it will come up approximately. Okay. 1 week, 3.5 terabyte you are going to maintain. Okay. So only 1 week. So if you are maintaining this 3.5 terabyte of data in our local system, let's take the cost first of all. Okay. In Azure also, in a recovery service, what I want to take take into that uh, portion. Okay. So let's in this calculation we just talked about for 500 GB you are paying low on premises 200 USD, right? For the 3.5 terabyte, so how much it is going to occupy, bus? Okay, so around 6 times. It means 6 to ja 12 1200 USD. Okay, approximately 200 USD for 1 week, right? For 1 week. So you guys is already aware of this one. Minimum to minimum, we are going to maintain at least, okay. If you are maintaining, the
Mainly
or
Azure, mainly for Azure, it will take storage cost only, right? For everywhere,
yeah, right.
more than resource, right?
No, I did not get your point, Karthik.
No,
Just
more than like RAM and everything, like storage cost only like make increase, right?
yeah, I'm talking only storage only. I'm not including
Yeah.
all these, these things. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm just, on-premise server configuration I'm talking, but only storage you are paying 200 USD. Okay, for 200 USD more than will you are going to pay. Again, the storage is maybe it is SSD disk or HSD disk, ultra disk. Okay, it is again it is going to come into the area of you what disk you are going to maintain. Okay, and again it is going to depend upon vendor also, where you are going to purchase. HP you are going to maintain, Dell hardware you are going to maintain. Okay, so there are a lot of vendors, right? So you which one going to HCL, we have a lot of vendors. So again, the where it is going to happen, but just for our understanding, and just given the for the 500 GB, 200 USD, we are going to pay an ultra disk or SSD disk, right? So now around you'll get for 3.5 TB, okay, for weekly cost is your 1200 USD. It will come approximately. I'm just saying, okay, 200 USD, okay. But remember, okay, so you are not going to maintain 1 week in the production. At least you are going to maintain minimum to minimum, 6 months of data, or in a local system, you'll maintain at least 2 weeks, boss. Okay, so the best practice standpoint of will maintain, 2 weeks. Okay, it means 2400 USD it will come for the 2 weeks. This is a best practice standpoint of the local 2400 USD you will going to maintain. So this is what typically for the 2 weeks cost actually. Okay, and again this disks, okay, again you are going to copy the backup, complete these backups into the center location to maintain somewhere in your data center. Okay, from 6 years. Okay, somebody is maintaining 10 years. Okay, yearly backup also they're going to maintain. Again, if you're taking up 1 month, how much is it going to occupy? 412 ja 48, 4,800 USD you have to pay monthly at least. Okay, 4,000, 4,800 USD you are going to pay monthly. Okay, let's say if you are maintaining yearly backup, it is going to take again. Okay, just take only 1 month only. I'm just considering now. Okay, so you are not going to maintain, all in single server, right? So once after the 2 week, you're going to take this entire, tape backup and store into some other data center. So again, it is a different process. Now coming to the cost practice, same thing. We'll go and check it out into the cloud. Okay. Okay. Azure cost calculator, right, buddy? So go to the Azure cost calculator. Okay. Even we have all other uh, vendors calculators also is there. Okay, GCP. Okay, so where we need to go for, first of all, go to the let's see this database. Yeah, storage I want to go actually. We'll go this recovery service what? Click on this recovery service what? Okay. I have other calculations already existing, previous cost configuration related stuff. Let me close that all first of all. Okay, now it is fresh only. Just click on this recovery service what? Okay, so it just take about the cloud. We just own this East US only. Recovery customer owned this 16 USD for the instance. Okay, let's say you'll take about only one instance only in Azure. Okay, so recovery is only one instance. Okay, so including uh, support, we are not, the support prospector will get some discount, but I'm just not including that one. Okay, so here if you are taking one instance of the site recovery, it will came Azure recovery service vault. Now if you can see this, taking of the backup here. Okay, so how much cost is going to happening, and then after that from there, okay, you can take the site recovery for Vault 10. Okay, let's say, okay, so for the pay as you go model, or else you can take the reserved instance as well. Reserved 1 year reserved in the sense upfront you have to pay. You are going to save 38%. Okay, just go for the pay as you go model. Okay, since we are discussing about the pay as you go model related stuff only. Okay, let's say this is write operation, read operation based upon your disks related, right? So if you want to store it your data, the same kind of approach here. Okay, so how much data it is taking? 1 terabyte nearly, right? 1 terabyte of data completely, read write operation and all. It will cost only for the monthly cost, 15 GB only. Sorry, 52 USD dollars, including, support and all. Just let me remove that upfront one. It is added multiple times. Okay. Yeah. Just before we just talked about in a storage account, right? About storage also we are going to take. Okay, that is going to take very less, 52 USD only. And if you take the recovery service for Vault 10, okay, let's say the Azure VM and the GP or database GPRS. The LRS option, if you're going to take, how we are going to pay, we'll see. Okay, so in the East US region, we'll get to know that, what exactly we are going to take it, right? Let's say our SQL server related, we are going to talking about. So how many servers? Only one server. How much data you are going to take? Actually, 500 GB. Okay, only 25 USD. And let's keep this in by default only. Okay, retention is a 6 weeks. Okay, so we just take down 2 weeks, right? There we just take 2 weeks for 1 month. It is around 4,800 USD. Okay, we'll take the 2 weeks only with the resiliency aspect of GRS it is there. Okay, if you go to take LRS, it is going to reduce very lesser, but take the default one only. I'm just taking the default one only. If you can see the upfront cost, how much you're going to pay here? 82. If you're taking the backup into the blob storage also, you are paying 52. Here is for the 2 weeks cost is you are getting 82. Okay, let's say if you're going to change this one. Okay, we talked about at least 1 month, right? So 1 month if you are going to take that one. Okay, so how much it is going? 89 USD only. So more or less comparing to the on premises, it is very first of all cheap. Second thing is you have data resiliency. Okay, your local data storing your data center. If your data center is gone, where is your data? Nothing, right? But here, okay, so what we talked about LRS, GRS and RAGRS, no need to bother about your data. Your data center itself will collapse. You have other region, your data will be there. Okay, so you will take it up, let's say for 6 months of backup. So how much it is going to charge? Only 100 USD only. So it is very less actually. Okay. Is this clear or doubt, or Srini, or do you have any questions now?
Yeah, I got it, bro.
See,
So,
this is
we
approximate
cannot estimate, we cannot take based on
ex
one parameters. We have to consider different parameters,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
for your question, you are asked the local disk, right? See, in other way, I will tell you. Okay. So the same approach, you are not going to take the local backup. You just have, a third party tool, right? So you have third party tool. Okay. The third party tool, we have, backup tool, Commvault. Okay. So, so third party tool, how it is going to work, boss? Actually, they will take your backup, okay, automate this your server backup and store into this, based upon your retention period. Okay, so how we are going to maintain? Okay, full backup, how many weeks you are going to maintain? Okay, and monthly backup retention period, yearly backup retention period, they're going to take. Again, from here also in the central server, they're going to take again in your uh, uh, data center location only, they're going to copy and store it there. Okay, so then definitely, so you have to pay the third party tool payment as well as your long-term retention policies based upon the compliance related, you have to pay again here also. So it is in a strategies of how where the infrastructure is built, the customer and the enterprise level, how we are going to maintain your the data and the databases in, that is very, case to case buddy. But ultimately what I want to tell with respect to cost, with respect to data resiliency, your data is a safeguard into the cloud. Okay. That's what the seamless solution everybody is looking, not only for the database. If you can see the see into this tool, okay, recovery service vault, you will get a lot of features, right? You will take the database server, only complete server will take it up, and you can take the only databases, you can take the only files and folders. Okay, so you will have that flexibility to implement the entire your disaster recovery solution in this, recovery Azure recovery service vault. So hope you got at least one idea. Okay, so interview standpoint, it is very very important. Most of the things, uh, performance tuning, high availability, disaster recovery, backup plan, they are going to ask in the backup aspect. Let's say I saw a lot of customers, we have on-premises backup or solution here. Okay, so let me pause this one, recording purpose. Okay, just I'm going to pause in mind and give you a solution. Okay. Just close this one. Why? Because it should go into the recording now. Okay. So that is all about. Okay. So let's move forward our today agenda. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll go forward. Okay. Now, uh, what we did. Okay. So VNet VM. I'm just pending. We deployed this one, right? Let me go and deploy the VM now. Okay. Go to this VM. Okay, take the resource group. Zero one. Sorry, what is the VM name we just talked about? Prod VM. Okay, we'll take the prod VM only. Prod VM 01. And just take the default related stuff. Why? Because it is very cost expensive related stuff. Security, make it standard only. Okay. Just take this template. Okay, SQL Server 2099, 2022. Just take the 2099, which is stable. This all you have no right. We already discussed parts of. Yeah. Now, I am just more concerned about the networking part as well, since we deployed yesterday end-to-end thing. Okay, just go and watch that video also, you'll get anything clear. See, as and when I'm deploying the VM, it is by default, it is showing your VNet. Okay, right. Let's say I'm going to change this one in any other location. You cannot able to see. I'm just deployed in AWS. It will not show. But Microsoft backend, it is itself, it is going to create and make it ready for your VM. Okay, but this type we are never ever going to do in a real time. So whatever we deployed in last 5 to 10 VMs is by default. No, we are not going to do like. So the way which we are going to do in enterprise level, you should make sure that where is your server should deploy, which location, in which VNet. But again, we are not going to deploy this one. Network team is going to do, but ensuring that which subnet it is going to locate and which region, that you have to give the instruct to that team, so that they are going to deploy. But we are end to end we are going to do. But I have two subnets. If you guys remember or not, when I deployed the VNet, there would be two subnets. Okay, one is app subnet, one is a SQL subnet. I'll take it up as a SQL subnet here. Right now, if you can see this one, okay, so the VM which I'm deploying currently, okay, so the basic network security I'm going to occupy at this moment. Just keep inside as usual. Go to this uh, management option. Okay. Yeah. See here, we just need to talk about the recovery service vault we deployed individually. Okay. How we deployed the VNet, we deployed. But there is an alternative way, as I said. Okay. You can deploy on fly when you are deploying of the VM as well. But the best practice in the enterprise level, we are not going to do like, we just going to opt that recovery service one. Let's see here, enable the recovery service one. See, in the use to use user, it is automatically is going to reflect your recovery service one. See this one, use to use subscription we created, right? Okay, so that it is going to automatically reflect. Okay, so at this moment I am not going to do this one. I'll just keep this one. How we are going to add into the recovery service vault, and that we'll see. Okay, this is the one approach I want to explore it here, folks. Okay, but the point is here, you can do configuration in the VM itself, or else post deployment also you can able to add into the recovery service vault. So that is a standard process in a real time. Okay, that I am going to do now. Okay, let's keep this one as usual. Only then just going to change that SQL settings only. You guys pretty much aware why, because we have did plenty of time to deployment process. Let's keep this one SQL authentication, change this drive configuration. Why? Because it is going to charge heavily as and when we are going to deploy the SQL server. Just make sure this VM got assigned to this one, and also the drive should be very lesser thing. Okay, so then only it is going to work on it. Just keep in okay and let it deploy this one. Okay, I don't want to change anything this moment. As I discussed, that how see, now my assumption is I have hundreds of server. Okay, how we are going to discover that one, how we are going to add into the count variant. So indirectly you're going to learn here the backup solution with the recovery service wall in enterprise level. Let's say you have an application server, let's say your database server, let's say your SAP servers. So all the server you are going to discover it, even Linux servers also. Okay, so that is capable enough of doing of this recovery service vault backup solution. Okay, let it deploy this one. Okay, so meantime, I want to deploy one more Linux VM as well to implement an end-to-end solution here. Okay, let it deploy this one. It is going to take some time, but my point is here. Okay, so I want to deploy one more Linux vision whether it's going to discover or not. Okay, so when you are going to create a backup solution, okay, let's create this one simple one. app VM. I don't want this one. See, one thing you have to remember, I'm always deploying these two years. Okay. This networking, if you're going to networking, it will automatically show that. See, I'm going to deploy this on app network. Let's create and review and create it. I don't want to change anything here. I want to install up the given as well in the next. All right. So this, when you are deploying the Linux machine, so it is going to download the private key options. We just need to connect by using of the putty gen and converting the PAM file, and then you just need to connect by using of your mm, from putty tool. Okay, so both the servers got the deployment process here. So if you want to monitor in a notification bar, you can see all the things got you know and here. Okay, let's go service, not able to see here, and the home button that will reflect in a recovery service vault. Go to the recovery service vault here and try to open and left side play and go to the, so one VM got deployed successfully. That's fine. Okay, so my Linux vision got deployed here. How to connect, we'll see, that is the later part. I'm just more focused on this, recovery service vault configuration. Linux okay. Okay, now I want to configure getting started with the backup. Okay, this is the main agenda today, right? So if I go and take this one, SQL Server in Azure VM, let me deploy, otherwise it won't show actually. Still it is in progress. Okay, by the time I can take this, which will miss, let it deploy, otherwise it is going to make some complication. Okay, let me connect prod VM first of all. The public IP only I'll connect. P. Just extend just 15 to 20 minutes, boss. We will close this one. Okay, so we just have some flow. Otherwise, again, we just need to deploy. All right. So my SQL VM is now available. I want to take the backup. Why? Because I have some databases as well. So that databases I need to take the backup first of all. Okay, so prior to that, you need to ensure that backup, apart from the system database, you should maintain your user-defined database as well, right? That I'm going to create at this moment. It will take just 5 to 5 minutes only, not take much time. Okay, please bear with me. Next 15 to 20 minutes to complete this task. Okay. SQL servers always it is going to take some time. It is not instant deployment is not done. Okay, it is take time because of there is a backend plugins required to install and ready for make it for us. Okay, so that is the why it is taking time. Okay, otherwise only plain VM. If you guys remember, the Linux mission is already um, deployed within the fraction of minutes, right? So it is just inside of the SQL also it is going to deploy, right? That's what it is going to take time. Okay, we'll connect this one. Just remember, okay, once after the backup configuration, you may see some, in a logins aspect, okay, you'll get some kind of special logins here. If you can see this agent, writer, SQL admin and all is there, right? Apart from that, you'll get some special logins over here. We do have only for the system database. Okay, let's try to create one or two databases, user defined database. Okay, so DB1 and DB2. Okay. All right, that's it in this database related stuff. I'm just navigating now to the recovery service vault end. Okay, so for the backup solution, just go to the recovery service vault. Okay, so then we'll go to this uh, vault service, go to the backup option. Okay, so now my primary thumb is to in Azure my mission, and I want to implement a backup for the SQL Server in Azure VM. Okay, so let's discover this part. Okay, so if you guys remember, okay, we haven't find any things last time, right? So go and click on this discovery part, select at least one VM here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I could able to see the VM information at this moment. See, this is my Linux VM. If you want to take the Linux VM backup also you can able to take. But if you want to take the only for the SQL, you could able to take. But my agenda to take the database level backup. Now, once you are going to select this one, it is going to discover the DBs, list of the databases. Okay. And also you can able to take the uh, always on availability database backups as well. Okay. So that also it is going to give you. Okay. So the storage replication is set local redundant. This option cannot be changed later before proceeding this feature. That's what I said. If you are going out this is only location you have, or do you want to keep your other different location as well? See, some customers as client they have globally locations, global operations would be there, right? So that keep in your mind. Just resign. It is less than 1 minute, okay, so that we can see. Okay, just rejoin.